What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MLB The Show 18 Diamond Dynasty video, and I just gotta say, this is probably gonna be a pretty long video because they revealed a lot in this stream, but I think it's gonna be a pretty entertaining video, and I think you guys are gonna really like the content that San Diego Studios is coming out with. Guys, the show's finest is finally here. They have finally revealed everything about the program. They revealed all 17 of the brand new show's finest cards coming into the game, and guys, the lowest overall one is a 92 to 98, 17 new cards. They are amazing. They rival Immortals. These are the best cards they've released all year, pretty much since day one when Immortals were there. And guys, the show's finest program is coming out today. Literally after you watch this video, it's probably live. You could probably go on Diamond Dynasty. You could probably start doing it yourself. Before we go into the cards and talk about the attributes, there's a couple things you should know about the program itself. The finest are going to be their own specific series. So, you know, you guys have rookie cards, you have impact veterans, etc., etc. The finest is going to be its own thing completely. And the best way to think of the show's finest cards is to think of it as a mix between the monthly awards players and the Immortals. If you guys are unaware, basically the way Immortals are structured is they take the best years of that player's career for that specific attribute and they will put that on the card. So if Mike Piazza's best year hitting against righties was in, I don't know, 1997, that 1997 season would be reflected on his numbers against righties, but maybe his best speed season was 2003 and the 2003 season would be reflected on his speed. So they are structured after the best years of their career, and the monthly awards are obviously the guys who had the best months. So the finest cards are going to be the best months of each player for the 2018 season. So one of the guys who of course is getting a finest card, Christian Yelich, he might have a great month hitting against lefties in, I don't know, let's just say May. I'm just making this up off the top of my head, but his best speed month might have been July. Both of those would be reflected on the finest card. Now here is our first look at the show's finest program, and if you guys take a look right here, you can see right off the rip you are going to be able to redeem one finest pack. Now we'll talk about the packs in a second, but if you just keep looking at the program, at 25% you will unlock 95 overall Josh Hader. We'll go over his stats here soon. At 50% you're getting a finest pack, at 75% you're getting a finest pack, and at 100% you're going to get the finest program souvenir. Now let's talk about the packs really quickly. I honestly think you guys should probably avoid these packs because if you look at the store, they are 30,000 stubs a piece. That's a very, very hefty price for a pack. But if you look at the description, it's only giving you a chance to find a finest series flashback. Contains one guaranteed gold or better player item and 3 other player items. This does not guarantee you a finest player, so I would stay away from these packs if you guys are looking to complete some of this program. Now there are going to be finest packs that do have guaranteed finest players, and you will get those from completing other missions inside the program. But as far as the ones on the actual pack store, I personally would stay away from those. So going back to the program, you guys can see that the first 4 missions right here, it says collect 3 finest flashbacks, 6 finest flashbacks, 9, and 12. All you need to do to complete this program is just collect 12 of the show's finest. You do not need to get all 17 of them, so you don't need to get the 98s, 97s. You could literally get the 92 through like the 95, 96s. You'll probably get 12 throughout there, but you do not need to play a lot of games in order to get these. If you have the stubs to spend, you can go ahead and collect these guys, but you know, they're probably going to be pretty expensive. One other thing you guys should know is that there is no finest card on the ticket counter. The ticket counter does not have any of the show's finest card. The only card that is not available on the market is the 95 overall Josh Hader. Every other card, all 16 of the other ones, are available on the market. Okay, so now that we've got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and start looking at the cards. So let's go ahead and start it off right here with the 95 overall Josh Hader. You get this guy from completing 25% in the finest program. So if you collect 3 show's finest flashbacks, you will get this Josh Hader card, and he looks really filthy, man. He's got 3 pitches, 4-seam slider, changeup, 125 on both the hits and Ks per 9, 99 break. He's also got 36 stamina. As a reliever, 36 stamina is very, very good. He had a lot of games where he went 6+ batters, 6+ outs, and the stamina does reflect that. So Josh Hader is definitely looking like a very strong lefty that you will probably see in a lot of players' lineups going forward. So this is a very, very good card and a very attainable card as well. 95 overall Josh Hader. So remember, Josh Hader is the only card that is not available on the market. The next 16 cards that we're going to talk about are all available on the market. The first guy, 92 overall, Aaron Nola from the Philadelphia Phillies, had a very, very strong year, pretty much a breakout year, I would say. 4-seam fastball, changeup, curveball, and a sinker. The sinker's at 92 with the curveball at 77. He's got a filthy curveball too. 95 stamina, 96, 86 hits and Ks per 9, 75 walks per 9, 88 control, 81 velo, 96 break. This guy actually looks really good. I think the live series Aaron Nola is a little bit underrated, and now this 92, he looks really good. Now, the second 92 overall in the show's finest program is going to be a catcher. It is going to be JT Realmuto of the Miami Marlins, and he looks pretty good, I guess. 107-85 against righties. He's got those righty splits. Not that good against lefties. He's got decent vision. He's really going to be there for fielding and speed. I feel like this will probably be the cheapest card on the market in terms of the show's finest. I think a lot of people are going to get this card, but I truthfully don't see this card being used a ton in a lot of people's teams. But either way, he's got good fielding, great speed for a catcher, and he's really good against righties. Now we're going to go ahead and move into the 93 overalls, guys. The first one is going to be another starting pitcher, Trevor Bauer from the Cleveland Indians, man. 4-seam fastball, 12-6 curve, slider, cutter, changeup. You can take a look at the speeds up there in the top right. 95 stamina, 94 hits per 9, 100 Ks per 9, 72 walks per 9, 80 velo, and 93 break. He's got 5 pitches to choose from. Very, very strong right-handed arm. This Trevor Bauer looks pretty solid, honestly. I don't know if this guy would make my rotation with some of the other guys I plan on getting, but either way, those hits and Ks per 9 are deadly. The stamina's great. He's a really good card. The next 93 overall we have is Lorenzo Cain. He is from the Milwaukee Brewers. He's an outfielder, one of the best defenders in the game. He can play the corner as well. 94, 125 contact, 50, 84 power with 84 vision, 95 fielding, 84 speed, 86 stealing. This is another card that's kind of like JT Realmuto. I don't see a ton of people loving this card, but that 125 contact with the 84 power against lefties with good vision, he might be a good bench bat for you to come in against lefties. He's a pretty solid guy. The arm strength's a little bit low. The fielding's great. Overall, Lorenzo Cain looks okay. And the last 93 overall belongs to Freddie Freeman. 93 overall first baseman. He can also play third if you need him to. The fielding is whatever, 78, 70. That's fine enough for a first baseman. 45 speed, not the greatest, but once again, he's a corner guy. The real value with Freddie Freeman is going to come against lefties, surprisingly. 117-97 against lefties with 78 vision. Even against righties, 106 contact, the low power with 67 is whatever, but he might be able to do some damage. It might be weird bringing in a lefty off the bench to face a lefty, but Freddie Freeman, he's the type of guy, or this is the type of card that could do it. So Freddie Freeman looks really good. So now we're going to go ahead and jump into the 96 overalls. There is no 94 overall. There is 195, but once again, that's Josh Hader, who's available in the program. It goes from 93 to 96, and we're going to take a look at Javier Baez, and I'm honestly going to say this is one of my favorite cards throughout this entire program. He's a second baseman, but look at all the secondaries he can play. He can literally play everywhere but catcher. Javi Baez is a beast, and then take a look at the hitting. 95 103 contact, 92 103 power with 60 vision, 88 fielding with 91 arm strength, 81 speed, 75 stealing. Javier Baez is all around just a great looking player for this card, dude. Like, I 100% will be getting this card. 100% he'll be on my team in some capacity. I don't know if he's going to start. I don't know if he's going to play the bench. I don't know, but this is hands down one of my favorite cards from this entire set. Then we're going to go ahead and get into a starting pitcher, Blake Snell from the Tampa Bay Rays. A lot of people think this guy is going to win the American League Cy Young. I would be one of those people. He looks pretty solid as well. He's a big lefty, 4-seam, curveball, changeup, and a slider. 89 stamina, 113, 102 contact, or wow, 113, 102 hits and Ks per 9, my bad. 63 walks per 9, 79 control, 87 velo, and 97 break. He looks like a very, it's hard to explain. He looks like a very basic pitcher, but those hits and Ks per 9 really stand out. I think if he had maybe a sinker or something, he'd be a little bit more valuable. I think this card is good. It's just going to be a matter of, are people willing to use a lefty like this against guys who may have, you know, a full immortal lineup or something like that. But either way, Blake Snell's looking really solid. And the last 96 overall is going to be Blake Treinen from the Oakland A's. I'm honestly surprised this guy only got a 96. I feel like he would have been in the 98 range. But either way, this guy looks like a friggin' beast. I think this guy is one of the best relievers in the game, if not the best reliever in the game. Sinker, slider, four-seam, cutter, two-seam. So many pitches to choose from. 118, 106 hits and Ks per 9, 86 walks per 9, 89 control, 99 velo, 93 break. The sinker's at 95. The slider's at 90. This guy is a beast. One of the best, maybe the best right-handed arm in the game from the bullpen. I'm loving Blake Treinen in the show's finest. Jumping into the 97 overalls, the first pitcher we have here is going to be Max Scherzer. He's got, of course, 5 pitches to choose from. Four-seam slider, changeup, cutter, curveball. Four-seam tops out at 95, curveball at 77. 97 stamina, 101, 105 hits and Ks per 9, 85 control, 77 velo, 99 break. I'm curious to see how this Max Scherzer card will play. There's a lot of Max Scherzers, or there has been a lot of Max Scherzers in the past that don't really translate that well to gameplay. Not a lot of people use him in the game just because it kind of feels like he's easy to hit even if the attributes are there for him. So we'll see if this 97 Max Scherzer is any better, but I hope he is because Scherzer's a god and he deserves to be used in the show. Next up, the card that I think will probably be a lot of people's favorite, of course, JD Martinez, an American League Triple Crown candidate for a while. Just what more is there need to be said about JD? He's just an absolute beast. 104, 125 contact, 116, 113 power, 66 vision, 82 arm strength with 87 arm accuracy. This guy is just insanely good. We all know how good the live series JD is. Imagine having this JD on your team, dude. It's gonna be freaky to face this card. He's never gonna miss. It's just gonna be it's gonna be nuts, man. This JD is unbelievable. The next 97 is gonna be Francisco Lindor from the Cleveland Indians, a shortstop who can also play second and third. Of course, he is a switch hitter. This guy looks really good, dude. 80, 122 contact, 100 power versus righties with 95 vision, 95 fielding with 76 arm strength, 73 speed, 78 stealing. This may be the best shortstop in the game right now. Honestly, I don't really see a lot of guys that are truly better than him. A switch hitter who has power above 95 in both sides, one of them over 100. Good fielding, arm strength at 76, that'll get the job done. Honestly, I can't think of a shortstop who's really better. You may argue Cal, but like the power from the switch hitting, I think Lindor's the guy, man. I think Lindor's the best shortstop in the game. And then his teammate, Jose Ramirez, is also getting a 97 overall. Third baseman, he can also play first, second, short, and left. He is, of course, a diamond hitter, another switch hitter as well. 91, 83 contact, 111, 88 power with 94 vision, 125 discipline, 75 fielding, 74 arm strength, 68 speed, but 91 stealing. That's a very, very important difference right there. He's not the fastest guy ever, but if he gets on the bases, he's going to steal some bags. And one thing they were saying, I forget if it's for third baseman or if it's for switch hitters, but that 111 power is like one of the top for third baseman in the game. He's just an absolute stud, another great switch hitter. Now let's move over into the 98 overalls. Edwin Diaz. He is the best reliever that the show's finest is coming out with. He's got only 3 pitches, the four-seam, the slider, and the changeup, but the 121, 125 hits and Ks per 9 with the 83 walks per 9, 94 velo, 99 break. He's gonna be a stud. Honestly though, 98 overall, he looks really good. I truthfully think a lot of people are gonna choose Blake Treinen over him though. Sometimes the overall doesn't tell the whole story. Either way, this Edwin Diaz does look really, really good. The next 98 overall is going to be Jacob deGrom, the best starting pitcher from the show's finest program, of course, dude. Jacob deGrom had one of the best pitching seasons in modern history. Like, it's insane that some people still don't think he should win Cy Young. That just blows my mind. Four-seam slider, changeup, two-seam curveball, 102 stamina, 106 hits per 9, 97 Ks per 9, 91 control, 97 velo and break. I mean, he's just an absolute beast on the mound, man. The stats are there. the attributes are there. He's so good. The second to last guy we've got is going to be Christian Yelich, another 98 overall, pretty much unanimous right now that he's the National League MVP. Left fielder, can play all three outfield positions, 112, 120 contact, 103, 93 power, 70 vision, 90 fielding, 78 speed, 80 stealing. Some people think he might have even got snubbed on his power a little bit. I mean, what did he hit, like 30, 36, 37 home runs, something around that range? So the power was definitely there for him this year, man. Christian Yelich, just an absolute stud. His first year in Milwaukee, becoming an MVP, like, that's just crazy. So Christian Yelich definitely is a very, very good card. And last but not least, the final show's finest card is going to be, of course, Mookie Betts, 98 overall. He's a right fielder, can also play second base, left, and center. 111, 123 contact, 89, 101 power, 86 vision, 89 fielding, 73 speed, 87 stealing. I mean, this card looks great. He's got 3 out of the 4 major hitting stats above 100. He can also play second base if you need to. I mean, Mookie Betts just had a hell of a year. Probably the American League MVP. Like, this guy, like, he definitely deserved this card. So that's it, guys. That's the show's finest. One more thing, they did say that during the World Series, every game you play, you're going to get triple the amount of stubs. So that doesn't mean you'll get 3 times the amount of stubs for selling a card. Just every game that you play, you're going to get 3 times the amount of stubs that you would have gotten until the World Series is over. But let me know what you think about the show's finest, guys. I'm honestly really excited. I want to get all of these cards. I want to get, like, just, I can't, like, if I had any of these guys and just thinking about the possibilities for, like, Revolution and stuff, it's going to be so much fun to use these guys. But man, show's finest looks good. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Sorry this was a pretty long video, but had to go over everything for you guys, and I hope you guys got a lot of information out of this. But anyway, guys, drop a thumbs up if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.